Neve, congratulations on your new film, Scream 2.
Thank you.
Once again, you're Sidney Prescott, and of course, not a victim in the first one, and now she's a bit of a fighter in the sequel. Did you like that about the role?
Yeah, I loved that about the role, and I felt that that was really important because it's very typical to see people who are victimized and women just sort of running around having no idea what to do in these kinds of films, and it was important to me to make sure that she was strong and that she became a fighter and chose not to be the victim and chose not to say, why is my life like this?
Now, Wes Craven has really reinvented the genre with the Scream series. Could you ever imagine yourself doing like a horror movie, let's say 4 or 5 years ago?
No, at the time I couldn't imagine it, just because I'm not a huge fan of horror movies, only because I don't believe in scaring myself for 2 hours and then having nightmares for months. I saw a movie, The Changeling, when I was 11 years old, and ever since then I've been really bad with it. But they're a blast to shoot. They're a lot of fun. It's a huge challenge, and to have the physical activity incorporated is really nice for me too, because I'm a dancer.
Great. Yeah. Of course, you do get to do a dance sequence in the film. Of course, you get to use some of the training at the National Ballet. Was that kind of a nice change for you?
Oh, it was really nice. It was really nice to actually have a rehearsal period with a bunch of dancers and get back into that a bit and work with a choreographer. And I wish I had been able to do more, but we couldn't have it be unbelievable and have all of a sudden Sidney be this fantastic dancer. So it was all right.
That's great. Of course, in the original, you make a somewhat disparaging remark about Tori Spelling playing you in the movie, and in the sequel, she shows up in the movie version.
She does, playing me.
Playing you.
Yes.
Did you get a chance to talk to her? Was she a good sport about the whole thing?
Such a good sport. She's such a fantastic girl, very smart, and a great sense of humor. You know, she wasn't upset about it. She didn't take it in a negative way. I felt so bad about it because we've been friends for a fair amount of time since we've been on our shows and done junkets together, and she's always been so supportive. And then I knew I was going to have to say this line. I was just devastated, but I apologized, and she was like, "Hey, you know what? I knew that the line was going to be in the movie. I went and saw it anyways, and I got a good laugh." So.
Great. I'm talking to Jerry O'Connell. Of course, you did a small role on My Secret Identity back when it was shot in Toronto. He said, yeah, he asked you out, but
he told you that?
He said that. You didn't return his call.
No, I didn't. He was so funny. He sent me. I was at the Pantages Theater doing Phantom of the Opera. I'd done like one line on his show, and all of a sudden he started sending me roses and calling me at the theater and calling me at home, and I wasn't into it at the time. I'm surprised he told you.
It must have been weird to see him, or weird to work with him in the sequel.
Oh, it was great to work with him. It was really nice. You know, it's really nice to see other people doing really well as well. And I'm happy for him. I couldn't think of someone who deserves it more. He's a gentleman. He's a true gentleman. You don't have a lot of that in Hollywood anymore.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah. Of course, you're having great success with Party of Five. How much longer do you see yourself doing the series for?
My contract is 2 more years.
2 more years?
Yeah.
Great. And like the roles that you've been taking have been very like the role that you play on the show. Is that the conscious choice to make something a little bit different?
Yeah, that is a conscious choice. I don't want people to feel that I can only do one thing, and also as an actor I want to be challenged, and I find it really inspiring to try and create different kinds of characters. Wild Things, I played an ex-convict, drug-addicted bisexual, so she's not even close to any of my other characters, but it was fun to play.
Great. What's this I read about, you say that you were a bit of a wallflower in high school. Why do I have a hard time believing that?
I didn't fit in at all. Did not at all. I was a loser at my school, and I actually ended up dropping out of high school because I was doing Phantom of the Opera when I was 15 and sort of went into that. But no, I didn't fit in.
Not at all.
No. No, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't relate to people my age, and I had been training and working for a long time already, and I think that was part of it.
Great.
Also, I was just a gawky kid.
I have a hard time believing that, but
it's true.
What's next for you?
Next for me, well, I'm doing Studio 54 at the moment with Mike Myers and Selma Hayek, and I'm in post-production on a film that I produced, and I'm probably going to be doing a film with Ewan McGregor in February, and just continuing. You know, on my hiatus, I'll try and do a lead on a movie and also try and get some sleep.
Fellow Torontonian Mike Myers. So do you have a couple stories to throw back and forth?
No, I mean, we actually didn't get a lot of time together because I flew into Toronto to shoot, and we had one scene together that day. But it was really nice to just see another Canadian who's successful and doing well and happy and who's still very patriotic. So.